Hello and welcome to the Hire and Recruit at the U of M, Creating Successful Internships module. This information is brought to you by 3 units on the Twin Cities campus. There are 4 of us presenting today. My name is Beth Laurie and I'm the Assistant Director of Employer Relations for the Career Services Office in the College of Liberal Arts on the Twin Cities campus.
And I'm Shar Myers, and I am the Internship Coordinator for the College of Liberal Arts on the Twin Cities campus.
And I'm Mari Ruddy, and I'm the Internship Coordinator for the College of Food, Agricultural, and Natural Resource Sciences.
And I am Raquel Anderson, and I am an Employer Relations Coordinator in Career Services Administration.
This module provides helpful information about internships that will have something for everyone, whether you have a long-standing internship program or if you're brand new to creating internships and wish to develop a program. Let's review the goals of this module. These include the definition of what an internship is. Second, applying best practices for an effective, successful, and quality internship program. And third, implementing effective internship recruiting strategies at the University of Minnesota. It's important that we are all working from a common understanding of how an internship is defined. For this module, we will be using the definition of internship from NACE. NACE stands for National Association of Colleges and Employers. NACE is the leading source of information on the employment of the college educated and forecasts hiring and trends in the job market, recruiting and hiring practices, and identifies best practices and benchmarks. The NACE definition of an internship is as follows. Number 1, an internship must be a learning experience that applies knowledge gained in the classroom. Number 2, an internship teaches skills or knowledge that can be transferred to other employment settings. Number 3, an internship has a defined beginning and end and a job description with desired qualifications. Number 4, an internship has clearly defined learning goals related to the professional goals of the student's academic coursework. Number 5, an internship provides supervision by and routine feedback from a professional with expertise in the field. And finally, number 6, an internship includes resources, equipment, and facilities provided by the host employer to support the student's learning goals.
Now we dive in and we will go over the best practices for an effective and successful internship program, which we want you to build. Interns add great value to your organization. A few of these benefits are they allow your organization to have the best selection of future employees. They allow your organization to make even better hiring decisions. Your organization gets exposure to new ideas. By having interns, you create a strong college network with the University of Minnesota. Having interns allows your organization to fulfill social responsibilities. Plus, it's good for public relations. Your organization receives part-time help and you gain short-term talent. And finally, you can reinvigorate your current workforce. In short, internships are a cost-effective way to effectively support the operations and mission of your organization. It is our goal to help all organizations that decide to create an internship program have the best program possible. Here are images of recent interns at their internship sites. The smiles let us know lots of learning and enjoyment happened. We've got 4 sections that we encourage you to consider as you create a fantastic internship program.
You'll want to ask yourself these questions as you prepare to host interns. Can you provide meaningful work assignments? The bulk of an intern's responsibilities should be higher-level, robust work assignments that allow the intern to learn and contribute to your organization. Consider if you have short-term projects that you would like to initiate or expand. How many times have you or your team had a great idea you'd love to implement, but simply don't have the time? These ideas can be developed into work projects for an intern. Other ideas include, if you have a recurring event you've been doing the same for a long time, perhaps an intern could come in and offer a fresh perspective through the planning and implementation of it. Could an intern conduct research or organize focus groups that would enhance a service or product? These types of projects are ideal areas to explore when creating an internship position. I do frequently get questions about administrative tasks, so I want to touch on that as well. Interns need to do more than just administrative tasks, or fetch coffee like you see in Hollywood movies. That is not to say, however, interns can't do any administrative tasks. I think we all do some administrative tasks, regardless of our roles. So if there are tasks that offer a realistic picture of a career in your industry, absolutely incorporate that into the intern's role, but be sure to share with them the why behind it. Helping interns connect how the more administrative tasks fit into the larger goals of the project or your organization makes it feel meaningful and makes it a learning experience. Are you prepared and able to invest time in interns? Interns are going to add tremendous value to your organization, but it does take some time to train, provide mentorship, and feedback to an intern. Establishing an internship program structure or using the internship resources packet we're sharing with you can definitely help streamline and expedite this process. But be realistic about when you choose to bring on an intern. Next, we have an important logistical question. Do you have adequate office space and equipment for interns? When an intern arrives, where will they sit? You'll want to be sure you have thought about things like a desk, computer, or setting up an email account before the intern arrives. Or, will the intern work remotely? This is becoming much more common with interns, just as it is with employees, and it can work out well, but it does require some special consideration about how you will offer support and ensure accountability when the intern isn't in your same space. Finally, you're going to want to identify a person to supervise interns who is committed to developing students. A good tip is to ask rather than assign an individual to this role. Who wants to supervise an intern in your office? And include that person in these preparations. The intern supervisor should have the time, capacity, and interest to work with an intern. Often, individuals who like to teach or train are great candidates. It's also a good idea to involve colleagues in the broader discussion about your organization's goals and strategy for bringing on an intern, and welcome their input and feedback about how to best utilize and develop interns so they're all more invested.
Another item we invite you to consider as you are building your internship program is your budget and your ability to compensate your intern. The main reason we encourage you to provide compensation for your internship is that you will get a wider, more diverse, potentially more skilled candidate pool. To figure out a fair pay amount, two resources are naceweb.org and salary.com. In addition, if you have an HR department, please ask them. That said, we know that some nonprofits have a limited capacity to pay their interns. For that, we encourage you to investigate the grants and scholarships available to students doing unpaid internships. When you are interviewing students for your unpaid position, be sure to remind students to apply for the various scholarships and grants. And despite these grants we have here at the University of Minnesota, we strongly encourage your organization to do what you can to pay your intern. Consider the time and energy the student will give you and what that's worth. The cost of college is high these days, and unpaid internships are a huge barrier for many of our students. If you are a for-profit business, we encourage you to follow the guidelines listed in the Fair Labor Standards Act, which states that the intern should be the primary beneficiary in an internship experience.
In Section 2, we will discuss how to manage interns and your internship program once they arrive. Topics include how to provide an orientation to start off strong, the importance of creating learning goals, and the critical role feedback plays in the professional growth of an intern, especially with Generation Z. Orientation. When a new employee begins, businesses typically have an onboarding process that helps familiarize an individual with the organization. Although internships occur in an abbreviated time frame, intentionally orienting an intern at the beginning of the experience sets everyone up for success. It also makes an intern feel welcome and valued. Here are a few details to consider. Notify everyone on your team that an intern is starting. Explain what the intern's role will be, as well as what it will not be. I've seen organizations include a picture with a brief introduction of the intern in newsletters, or even just sending out an email before they arrive. On day one, give an overview of what to expect. Give a tour of the facilities. Let them know practical matters like where to store lunch and find a restroom. Also, be sure to introduce them to staff members. Provide interns with information about your organization. Mission statements and organizational charts are helpful so they understand your values and goals. Another idea that helps acclimate your intern more quickly to your organizational culture is to connect them to a mentor or contact, someone other than their supervisor. This can contribute to an intern's motivation and performance, so think about who might be willing to meet a couple of times with an intern. Go over logistical and safety information. Finally, cover specifics related to their position and talk about how to seek support up front so they ask for help in a way that works for your team. We have a sample intern orientation checklist you can review in the resources packet that gives other ideas. Review this checklist to develop a plan that fits your organization's needs.
For most academic credit internships, student must set learning goals or learning objectives for the internship experience. Ideally, the supervisor reviews and gives feedback on these goals so that all parties reach a consensus about what the internship will look like. Having an intern articulate what they hope to learn and gain from the experience, and having the supervisor provide their input benefits both the student and the employer because it ensures everyone is on the same page from the start. Generally, students create two types of learning goals. The first type are professional skills and competencies that the student hopes to gain or improve as a result of the experience. These types of goals include things like communication skills, problem-solving skills, teamwork, analytical skills, and leadership. The second type of goals are functional knowledge and expertise that relate directly to the particular field or profession, such as techniques and theories, processes, and policies unique to that particular field. Creating learning goals is essential for academic credit, and we believe it is good practice for all internships as they encourage students to be active participants in their development as a professional. One big reason to have learning goals is to reduce surprises. Providing feedback to your intern is another critical component of a successful internship program. Gen Z, which is the generation born after 1996, highly values feedback. There are two types of feedback we encourage you to weave into your program. The first type is informal feedback. We encourage you and the designated supervisor to meet with your intern on a regular basis, at least once a week or every other week, to answer questions and to provide specific feedback about projects. The second type is a more formal feedback, which is often written. We have a few examples of written evaluation forms in the resource packet that a few of our colleges use. Also, you can use the evaluation tools that you already have at your organization with your intern. Reviewing what you write about your students in a face-to-face meeting provides an opportunity to clarify goals, encourage progress, and reinforce expectations.
Section 3 is about how to end internships successfully. In the final weeks of the internship, you'll want to finish strong for the benefit of both your intern and your organization. As the internship comes to a close, you should complete a final evaluation for interns. As a supervisor, you both work in the intern's chosen career field and have seen a significant sampling of their work, making you a good judge of what the intern has done well and where the intern can improve. Fill out an evaluation and then meet with your intern to discuss it in person. Often this is the first time they will experience a formal evaluation, so be mindful of finding both positive contributions and areas of growth to share. We provide several sample evaluations you can use or tweak in the resources packet. Next, provide closure in some way. As the internship comes to an end, ask your intern to reflect on their experience through a presentation, poster project, or final report. It helps interns to articulate what they've learned and can serve as a useful resource for your organization. Depending on how you design this, it can be used to promote your organization to incoming interns. Plan a simple celebration for the interns' contributions or take them to lunch. Offer to write recommendations or endorse them on LinkedIn if appropriate. Be sure to let them know about any available job openings if you think they'd be a strong candidate. In summary, providing closure leaves a positive impression of your organization, keeping in mind that interns are the best way to build or harm your reputation on campus. Now on to Section 4, Evaluate your program. After your organization goes through the process of preparing for, managing, and skillfully ending the cycle of hosting an intern, we suggest you evaluate your program. Interns who have completed an internship at your organization can offer the best evaluation of your internship program. Hold an exit interview to get feedback from your interns about their experience. Review the intern job description, supervisory experience, and reach out to colleagues who interacted with the intern to gather their thoughts. Essentially, ask the question, what went well, and how could it go better? With that feedback, you're going to want to tweak your program. And finally, you'll want to repeat the whole process again to continually make it stronger. And now I'm going to pass the webinar over to Raquel to discuss how to hire and recruit at the U of M.
In this final section, we will cover our career services landscape, recruiting tactics, including our talent engagement platform, GoldPass powered by Handshake, how to navigate differing internship requirements across our collegiate units, as well as successful strategies to recruit across majors. The U of M has 21 career service offices that partner with employers and can assist you with finding skilled interns. A majority of the career service offices are located on the Twin Cities campus. The Twin Cities has 7 undergraduate colleges and the College of Continuing and Professional Studies. Duluth, Crookston, Rochester, and Morris each have 1 career service office per campus. Another important aspect to recruiting at the U of M is each college has differing degree levels. This slide provides you with an overview of which office you'd be able to contact about specific degree levels. For example, the College of Education and Human Development serves all degree levels, undergraduate, master, and PhD. Furthermore, career services is a decentralized function of the university. Think of career services as the hiring department that is divided up by job category. For example, you can consider the College of Science and Engineering as the hiring department you will work with to recruit engineering candidates. Some majors span across multiple offices. For instance, if you are seeking a marketing candidate, you may work with 3 colleges on the Twin Cities campus: Carlson School of Management, the College of Liberal Arts, and the College of Education and Human Development, because all 3 colleges have marketing programs. Your hiring needs will determine if you may need to work with 1 or multiple career service offices, and you can work with employer relations staff members to determine which department may be most helpful to partner with. A major benefit of our decentralized model to employers is each career office has employer relations professionals who are well versed on the student body in their college. Basically, employer relations staff in a given department know which recruiting tactics work well in their college, along with what type of internships students from a given department are seeking or what industry standards they are seeing for internships in your area. For example, information sessions have more success with certain industry sectors in comparison to others, and the employer relations staff know what has worked or not worked with their student body. Furthermore, each college has different internship requirements and facilitates different opportunities for organizations to interact with students in that college's majors. A majority of our colleges offer credit-bearing internship courses, but not all. For instance, Humphrey School of Public Affairs and the Carlson School of Management Graduate Career Center do not offer credit-bearing internship courses. On the other hand, the College of Science and Engineering offers a credit-bearing internship course. However, this course is not highly utilized by their student body, but 70% of their students participate in an internship outside of this course. Therefore, these students participate in an internship but do not receive college credit for that experience. And other colleges, like the College of Biological Sciences, offers a credit-bearing internship course but do not have any majors that require an internship. Whereas the College of Design and the College of Liberal Arts both offer a credit-bearing course and have some majors within each college that require an internship for graduation. To sum it up, not all internships are eligible to receive college credit because credit-bearing courses and a program requiring an internship are separate items. Furthermore, if a student receives credit for an internship, this means that the student is paying tuition to take the course at the university. This module has provided you with a lot of information about internships. The next step to hiring interns is you need to know how to post an opportunity on campus for students and alumni to apply to. Sidebar, our alumni have access to Handshake indefinitely. The best place to post your open internships is through our Handshake platform, or as we refer to it on campus as Gold Pass powered by Handshake. All 5 campuses use Handshake, and all colleges direct students to Handshake to find your internships. Additionally, many colleges offer on-campus interviews for you to recruit directly on campus for your internship needs. And if a credit-based internship occurs, the site agreement is handled by us electronically through Handshake. You will receive an email after the student's internship has been approved by their college. Thank you for listening.